70% of Americans actually say that they want the memories and the experiences over money. Ha! Let's get real, because that is exactly what I'm talking about. True wealth, the definition of wealth. Yeah, I know the actual, dictionary definition. But I'm not talking about that, because that's neither here nor there. That's not how people live. What I am talking about is everyone's conversation between wealth and being rich. Money, not money, those conversations. And we're going to dive into that today, because you're going to get my definition. And I think it's one of the best ones out there. So what is that definition, Stoy? Well, it's very simple. True wealth is defined by your joy and happiness with yourself, with your loved ones, being able to provide back to others, and living life on your terms with the means at which you have. Yeah, I know a lot of cool words and such. Stoy, where the hell did you come up with that? But ultimately, over my time and experience as a financial planner, both traveling to Africa and being here in the United States, I have found one thing about money. It really doesn't matter. You can't die with it. You hear all those stories about people who came to death and they saw their memories before they die. They didn't think about money. They thought about the experiences and the memories that they have with their loved ones. Watching their kids grow up, which I can say is one of the most phenomenal things there is. Watching their business dreams come into play. Traveling. Obviously go to Hawaii. Full disclosure, that's where I love to be. But also, they're always thinking about those things. Now, you tell me if that's money. Now, don't get me wrong. You need to use money in order to achieve some of those things. But at the end of the day, the memories are the things that you keep with you. Things that actually truly matter to us as humans. So why are we always so focused on the money and not trying to figure out a way to do the memories? So let me go down this pipeline a little bit with you with this stat. There's a survey out there that says 40% of people define wealth with well-being. So you tell me, well-being, what does that mean to you? To me, that means I'm doing good, right? I'm well, but I'm living in the moment of what my life is supposed to be, not necessarily what others are supposed to be speaking about, right? And so let's get back down to rich versus wealthy. To me, rich is all about the money. I'm worth millions of dollars, hundred millions of dollars, all of that. And everything in my life is designed around getting more money. More money, more money. More money, more problems. But that comes with the caveat of, then what happens to the memories, the loved ones, etc.? A lot of you right now are going to be thinking about, hey, but if I was rich, I could do all those things. In my experience, and those out there as well, my colleagues, you can see this. The more zeros someone has behind them doesn't necessarily change them in their behaviors. It strengthens their behaviors. So if you're a shitty person, you're just going to be shittier with more money. If you're a person that loves others and want to give back, you're just going to do more of that. So again, it has nothing to do with the zeros. It's about who you are. That's what wealth's about. So let's stop focusing on, hey, how much money I can achieve to do things. But let's focus on, hey, I want to go do those things. And I will guarantee you this. If you're focusing on those memories and experiences, the money will follow it, right? Your ability to put money and spend money on that memory will happen for you. Because you're not hyper-focused on this as the result. You're hyper-focused on being able to give back to others. And for some reason as humans, when we focus on giving back to others, good things happen to us. Whether you're religious, not, or whatever you believe in, it's the golden rule. If I do good for others, good things happen to me. So let's focus on that and really transition your thinking towards what true wealth is.